In this video, we're going to be looking at and reviewing the Love Notions Legato Jeans. For those that don't know me, I'm Megan from Sew and Tell Australia. I'm one of the Love Notions ambassadors, and this week I'm reviewing our Feature Friday pattern, the Legato Jeans. For today only, Friday the 8th of November, you can get this amazing pattern for only $5, no code needed. I will link the pattern in the description below for you to grab your copy. Okay, let's dive into taking a closer look at this wardrobe staple. The Legato jeans are a straight leg mid-rise jean hitting at the ankle. They are meant for denim with just a touch of stretch, with the rise meant to hit sort of at or just below your belly button. They have a nice fit, not too loose, not too tight in the waist, hips and thigh, falling straight to the ankle. They're a classic jean style with zip fly, which is so fun to make your own with details like rivets and coloured top stitching. It can be a little more challenging than you may be used to with lots of details, but let me tell you, the result is so rewarding. So the first thing that I want to talk about is fit. Fitting pants is one of the most challenging things in sewing. We all have different lumps and bumps, and it is definitely a skill that takes time to perfect getting a great fit in pants. However, the Legato jeans not only comes with incredible fitting book on how to get the best fit for your jeans, there is also a full course with a walkthrough on how to choose your size based on your measurements. It is so helpful having someone walk you through how to choose your size. If you are a little scared to try jeans, adding the course to your sewing repertoire is a great way to help overcome some of that fear. The course itself is not on sale today, but if you buy the course, you will get the pattern for free, which is even better. So I will link the course in the description below as well. I also want to add with choosing your size and fit, please take accurate measurements when you start looking at the sizes. If you try to go off what you usually buy in stores, you may be disappointed with your fit, as store-bought sizing can be wildly different to sewing for yourself. It is super common to have to blend sizes, and personally, I think blending is the secret sauce to getting your perfect fit. The jeans come in size US 0 to 32, and you choose your size based on your full hip measurement. Again, there is a full fitting guidebook included in the pattern that helps you decipher wrinkles in your finished jeans, and also if you would benefit from having a waistband based on the curvy fit or the straight fit. It also has guidelines on when to use a full or flat butt adjustment, with the adjustments already made. You just have to choose which lines you're going to cut, which I think is just so handy when you're not confident on how to make those adjustments from scratch. My pair that I made a size 22 waist, a 20 hip, an 18 thigh, and blended down to a 16 at the ankle. And to be honest, I probably could have got away with a size 20 hip. Which brings me to my next point, make a muslin. For those that don't know what a muslin is, it's also called a toile and is a trial garment to test sizing before you cut into your good fashion fabric. Mine is a wearable toile and I'm still super happy with the results. But next time I may make a smaller waistband, as there's just a little bit of extra room that I was like, probably didn't need that. The pattern is meant for denim with a tiny bit of stretch to it, so think like a 1 to 2% elastane. It is also really important to pre-wash your denim a few times if you can, as with denim it's often sold raw and will need a few times through the washing machine to help with dye bleeding and to soften it up. It can also be a really good idea to serge the raw edges together so that you don't have threads going through your washing machine, but I definitely recommend pre-washing. When sewing your jeans, it is also important to make sure you are finishing your seams correctly. Denim is a type of twill fabric and will often fray very easily. There is nothing more heartbreaking than finishing a garment and it falls apart after just a few wears. So making sure you serge or overcast any raw edges, and if you are using a serger, it can be a good idea to add an extra row of stitching in for added strength, especially in those high stress areas like the crotch. Now, my favorite part about these jeans, personalizing them. Making your own jeans is so fun and a great way to add all sorts of personalization. Here are just some of the things you can do. You can add colourful top stitching. You can add contrasting pocket facing. You could do a contrasting coin pouch. You can do decorative back pockets. I did my initials on my back pockets, which was so fun. You can add rivets on the pockets. You can put in a colourful zip fly, which is what I did. It's just, there's so much fun things you can do with it. My tip for doing something like your initials on the pockets as well is to trace on your design with a washable marker or chalk. And then when you are sewing it on, drop the presser foot pressure right off so that you can easily move the fabric under your needle for the curves. It becomes a little bit like a cheater's way to freehand quilt. So have a play, it's lots of fun. My other tip for top stitching is if you don't have top stitching thread, you can run 2 threads through the one needle, which bulks up the thread, giving it a faux top stitch look. If you don't have 2 spools of the same colour, you can always wind some off onto another bobbin or a spare bobbin and use that instead. It saves having to have multiple spools of thread lying around. With the zipper, it does say to have a brass zipper, but I also use the nylon zipper with no issue. It can also be helpful to have your zipper longer than needed so you can shorten it later. I used a hot pink 8-inch zipper and I trimmed it down when I added my waistband. For my button, I used a metal button, which you can get from most craft stores or even online with places like Amazon. When doing your buttonhole, it can be a good idea to do your buttonhole manually, as automatic buttonholes may struggle with the bulk of the waistband. I sewed a straight line where I wanted my buttonhole to go, sort of the length that it needed to be, and then I used that as my guide to sew the actual buttonhole, in my signature pink stitching, of course. I hope that this review gives the confidence to give this pattern a go. It really is a solid wardrobe staple. I can't wait to try more with the different coloured stitching and embellishments, and I also can't wait till someone asks me where I got such cool jeans and I can say, oh, I made them. It's always such a thrill for me. Don't forget to grab your copy of the Legato Jeans while it's on sale today for only $5 or free with the Legato Jeans course. And if you're looking for some great patterns that would pair really well with your Legato jeans, here are a few of my faves. So I'm wearing the Lennox top, which is a beautiful one. You could also do the willow wrap dress in peplum style. There's the Margot peplum, which is another one of my favorites. The Summer Basics tank, a Melody dolman, a Whistler pullover, or even like a Vivace dolman. There are probably about 10 other ones, but these are the ones that I've sewn and really love. I'll make sure I link them down below if you want to add it to your cart. If you'd like to follow me for more tips and advice, you can find me at Sew and Tell Australia on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram, as well as my website where I have a bunch of sewing classes designed to help you enjoy and confidently finish more sewing projects.